Hey guys, it's Hogan here, and in this video, I want to show you guys how to find a profitable product that you can start selling on Amazon in Australia. So the reason why I'm making this video, and I'm really excited to actually do it, is because I launched my product in the Australian marketplace on Amazon last year, and in a little over 3 months, we did around $30,000 in sales. So that's when I realized that there's a big opportunity in Australia because with the product, I didn't actually have any reviews and I just launched a simple pay-per-click campaign and that's it. And I started making sales on day one. So I did a little bit more research on Amazon. Basically, I compared the traffic numbers from Amazon.com to Amazon.com.au. And as you can see, Amazon in the United States, it launched in 1995, which is a little under 27 years ago. And the traffic is around 2.65 billion, which is crazy amounts on a population of 330 million. So that's around 8 visits per person per month. And if you compare that to Australia, which is around 1.7 visits per month, even though the population of Australia is less than a tenth of the United States, there's still quite a lot of room to actually grow, right? And I'm still making sales on Amazon. So I feel like if it grows to anything like maybe like Germany or United Kingdom, maybe like 3 times growth, then the traffic is going to be like over 130 million monthly visitors, which is around double eBay right now. So Amazon is really good because they offer like Prime 2-day shipping and they have a lot of other benefits of shopping here. For example, you get like the Prime Video membership where you can watch movies and stuff like that. And you just have an overall better experience compared to eBay. That's my opinion, because you can read reviews and you get fast shipping, easy returns and things like that. So if you actually get in and start selling right now, then I think in 2 to 3 years time, when your product is ranking, it's got a ton of reviews already, you got a brand on Amazon, and you're just going to be making a ton of money. So I've actually got a few more products that I'm working on as I'm making this video, which are about to be sent over to the Amazon warehouse as well. And I just want to quickly make a video to show you guys how you can actually do the same thing. So how to actually find a product that you can start selling and perhaps start your own online e-commerce business. So without much further ado, basically you can go to amazon.com.au, and the first thing that you want to do is you want to set your deliver to address within Australia. So set a postcode within Australia. So over here, you can just do like a basic search of something that you might want to sell or something that you're interested in selling. So for example, I might search for like travel, something to do with travel. And as you can see, when you type in travel, it's going to come up with a few suggestions. And these are generally going to be like the top searched on Amazon for that specific keyword. So you can click on the suggestion, like for example, travel accessories. And as you scroll through over here, so right now it doesn't have any data on how many sales each product is actually making, because Amazon actually doesn't provide that. What we need to do is we need a Chrome extension. So the Chrome extension that I'm personally using is going to be egrow. So they do have a free Chrome extension, which is a little bit limited because it actually doesn't show the data for Australia. You do need like the standard plan for it, but I think it's well worth the money because it actually shows you how many sales the product is actually making. Now you can do like the 999 cart method, but it's just too tedious, and sometimes a lot of products will actually have limits to how much you can buy, and you can't really do that as well. So the first thing I'd like to do is generally click on ships from Australia, because that's probably going to be my direct competition. There's also going to be listed sort of products from sort of other marketplaces which ship to Australia via international shipping, but those ones generally take longer, and they generally aren't like the top selling on Australia anyway. So what we're going to do is, after you install the Chrome extension, I'll leave the link to that in the description below if you do want to actually check it out. So that's basically going to populate and show you guys the sales data. So we're just going to wait for that a little bit. Okay, so once the sales data is loaded up over here, so you can see like the title, and you can hover over each of the items. You can see the picture, the brand, category, bestseller rank, the price, as well as the net price. So what that basically means is, because if you're selling on Amazon, they'll charge a referral fee. And if you actually do FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon, that basically means that you ship all your inventory directly to the Amazon warehouse, and the people at Amazon, they're going to basically pack and send that product directly out to the customers using their own logistics or any other postal service. They basically handle all of that for you. So you don't have to store your inventory in your own house or garage or have your own warehouse. Amazon will actually do that for you, right? So that's FBA, and they'll charge you an FBA fee. And this is basically what you actually receive, right? So this is important to actually calculate your profitability, which I'll show you in a second. You also got the weight of the product, the type of seller. So you got FBA, AMZ, as well as FBM. So FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. AMZ is Amazon is basically wholesaling that product. So basically they are purchasing from that specific brand, and then they are listing it on their own website. So for example, if you go to like Coles or Woolworths, they purchase from millions of brands, and then they have it on their shelves. So that is basically AMZ. And you also got FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant, which is basically where you yourself is picking and packing and shipping it directly to your customer yourself. So that happens when you might have some big products and you might actually have a warehouse and you might have staff working for you. Then maybe that's a better option. But generally, FBA is like the best to actually start off with. And you've also got the reviews, the ratings on the product, and it just gives you a bird's eye view of the sales as well. So generally what I like to do is I like to filter it by the top sales, and I like to look at the products like that. So as you can see, this product over here, the cotton sleep mask, is making around 800 sales per month, which is around 20-25 sales per day, which is really good. Now, generally what I like to do is I like to set some filters. So I'm going to click on filters because there's just too many results, right? So you want to try to find a product that is suitable for you to invest in. And what we're going to do is set some filters. So generally what you want to do is you want to set a price which is enough for you to actually make a profit. If you sell something which is too low in price, then you'll need a lot of volume. So generally I like to start with like $19 as the lowest, and you do want to set a max price as well. So I might set it to $39 or $49. This really depends on your budget as well, or how much you're willing to actually invest in your Amazon business. Because if you have a lot of money and a lot of experience, then perhaps you may want to sell something that's more expensive, because then there might be less competition for you, right? So if you're already selling on eBay or another marketplace, then maybe you might want to set this to a little bit higher, right? Target more, higher ticket items that not many people are actually doing. So that really depends on you. Generally BSI, just leave it as is. For the net, leave it as is. Weight, so you can set in weight as well if you don't want to sell something that's too heavy. That might cause issues for you in terms of like the shipping cost. So you may want to set that in, but I'm just going to leave it as is. For the reviews, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a review count of less than 300, because generally you want to find a product that is selling, but doesn't have too many reviews, so you can actually come in there and actually compete. And I'm also going to set a max rating of 4.5. So I want to find a product which is less than 4.5 in rating, but still making sales. So that basically means I can take that product and improve it and basically overtake that current product. So with the sales, I'm going to set it to maybe 300. So that's around 10 sales per day minimum, or maybe I might set it to 200 because Australia is a little bit, they have a little bit less demand right now, but obviously it's going to grow within the next few years. I might set it to 200 so that I can see more product ideas. And yeah, I might just leave it as is and apply filter. So over here we have 4 different products. So this one over here, which is a luggage suitcase organizer. So I think this is something that some packing cubes, basically you can have like clothes or like your underwear and your shoes, like all in like separate packages in your luggage bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click into all of these and load it all up. And this one is like a memory foam pillow thing for travel. Okay, let's click into that one. And let's click into this one as well, adapter, as well as this thing. So it's a toiletry bag. Okay, and let's click into that. So as you can see over here, this product is making around 500 plus sales per month with a rating of around 4.2, right? And it only has 22 reviews. So that basically means that, 4.2 is not that high. That basically means that you can still improve that product, and they only have 22 reviews, and they're still making, around. So in terms of the numbers over here, from what I've actually calculated for myself, I'm just going to pull out the calculator. So comparing it to what I've seen and also my sales, it's generally a little bit higher than what you see here. So I'm going to do like a 70% of that. And that's around 375 sales per month. So if you divide that by, let's say, 30 days, so that's still around, 12 sales per day. So that's really, really good, right? So the next thing that you want to do is you want to sort of calculate how much money can you make from this product. So as you can see, the net over here is around $20. So what we want to do is we want to see if we can source that product. So see how much that product can be sourced for. So what we're going to do is go to Alibaba. Okay, so we're on Alibaba right now. So this is like probably the most popular website to actually source your products from. So what we're going to do is go back to our listing that we opened up before, and we can try and find the main keyword over here. So this might be like a luggage suitcase organizer, or it might be like packing cubes or something like that. So what we're going to do is go to Alibaba and let's do a product search. So I'm just going to do a basic search. I just want to figure out, how much that product can be made for. Okay, so this one looks quite similar, right? So I might click into this one. Okay, so this is not a, product sourcing video. Obviously there's a few more things that you probably need to do, and I'll probably make a separate video on how to find like the perfect supplier and things like that. So this one over here, let's click into that one, which is pretty good. Maybe this one over here. So you want to click into, okay, so this one looks quite similar to the one that is actually showing, might be actually the same one. So let's click into this one. Okay, so as you can see, this one is a 8-piece, which is, I think, the same as this one over here. It might be exactly the same. Sometimes on Alibaba, they'll have like the same listing. So $6 per unit. And let's say if we do like a quick little calculation on that. So let's just say $6, maybe I might plus $1 for packaging, times that by 1.4, which is the US to Australian conversion, which is around $10. So around $10 plus I might do like another, $2.20 for shipping per unit, which is around $12. And if we go back over here, right? Oops, so go back over here. And we do $20 minus $12, which is around $8 or so profit per item, right? So if it is around, let's say $8.36 times around, I think 375 was the number we got before. So that's around $3,135 profit before any advertising cost. Let's just say, I'm not sure if they're actually doing any advertising because I haven't, haven't really checked it yet. But let's just say they spend, $10 a day on that specific product, minus, $300, still $2,800, or around, $95 in profit per day for this specific item, right? So what you can do is you can, look through all these different products and see, how much it costs to source. And you can actually go, let's say, for example, we click into that product before, and we can go scroll down over here. We can look at the listing and we can read the reviews and see what can we improve on this product to make it better, so that we can, create it and list it as well and start selling on Amazon, right? So you can read all the reviews and things like that. And another thing that we can do is we can go to and scroll down over here to the bestseller rank, and we can click this one over here, and this is basically going to show the top sellers in each of these categories, subcategories as well. Go over here, and you can also use egrow on these pages as well to look at what else is selling, right? So you can definitely browse through all these different categories, and click on egrow, and it's going to generate the sales data as well. And then you can slowly sort of research each one, right? So that's the very, very basics of it. There are a few other ways that you can do product research, but this is like definitely the first and most simple way that I always use. I just browse through and load up egrow and check the sales like that. So I'm just gonna click on egrow. Sorry, it's a little bit slow today. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna go to Amazon in United States as well. So let's just go to amazon.com, right? Because the marketplace in Australia is quite new, there aren't that many products yet. And basically, what we can actually do is go to a more competitive marketplace, an established marketplace like United States, and essentially see if that product is selling in Australia, right? If it's a popular product in the United States, then it's likely going to be a profitable product in Australia as well. So if there's no product like that and there's a gap, then maybe there's opportunity for you to actually launch that, similar product. So let's just say, for example, we're gonna, set in the postcode for the United States. So 90210. Let's click on apply, continue. Okay, so something that I've been looking at is bamboo sheets, and I'm gonna do a search for that. Okay, so once that is loaded up, then I'm gonna basically check the sales on this page over here. So I don't normally use egrow for United States marketplace. I use Helium 10 because I found it to be a little bit more accurate, and I also use some of the other features on Helium 10 as well, which egrow doesn't actually have. So we're going to click on X-ray. So this is another sort of Amazon FBA research tool that you can get. I think it's actually really amazing because, I think if we go to here, they actually include the Freedom Tickets Amazon FBA training, which is valued at almost $1,000. Basically, it's like a FBA course that you can actually get if you actually sign up for like the $39 per month plan, right? So this course is actually better than some of the courses that I actually purchased for $1,000, like from some other people who are doing YouTube as well, but I'm not going to name who it is. But it's quite good for you to actually get started on as well. So that's the tool that I personally use for United States, because sometimes I like to basically compare the sales over here and see what's hot and trending in the United States, and then see if there's a gap where I can actually come in and sell it in the Australian marketplace. So over here, you can navigate. It's very, very similar to egrow, just like a different look. But over here, you can see the sales are actually bonkers. Like, for example, some like bamboo sheets over here is selling, like 2,000, 2,500 pieces per day. This is the Amazon Basics one. This one over here, so you can actually see how much they're actually selling. And you can see like what type of product is hot as well. So basically, when you're developing your product, you can come back over here to see, what type of product, what colors are selling, what product features and things like that. Because it's so competitive here, all the products are like very high quality compared to the ones in Australia that I've seen. Because what I've seen in the Australia marketplace is that a lot of eBay sellers are actually just directly listing their product onto Amazon without really tailoring it to Amazon customers, which are a little bit different because on eBay, there's like no chance for you to actually leave a review. On Amazon, like it's like one of the main things. So you have to have a really quality product, really great value product. I like to look over here and see, what is trending. And then I go back over here to the Australian marketplace. And then I, let's just set this back to all departments, set it to bamboo sheets. Okay, search that on Australia. And we can see like what is selling over here. And we can also do like an egrow search, and we can see, how many sales these products are actually making, and see if there's a gap there where we can actually find that similar product in the United States, source it from Alibaba, and then sell it in Australia, right? So basically that is pretty much it for the basics. So as you can see, the filters, let's just reset that first, apply. So this one over here is selling around 236 units per month, 4.2 rating. So that might be an opportunity for you to come in and create a better product. And you're probably going to sell more than them because you're going to have a better rating as well, right? So So basically you can look through, the top selling categories in United States and yeah, see if there's any gap there, right? So sometimes you might not see too many products selling in the Amazon.com.au marketplace, and you might think, is there actually any demand for this type of product? Then what you can do is you can do some further research and search for like, bamboo sheets or whatever that you want to sell, and you can see if there's any demand on eBay. And if there is, then it's very likely that over time, the demand is also going to pick up on Amazon as well. So as you can see, there's quite a few sellers selling it. And what you can do is you can go and find like the top selling items, like maybe this one over here, and click into that. And you can see how many sales they're actually making just by clicking on the amount sold. Scroll down, and we can see how often they're selling the product as well. So you can look through all those to check that if there's any demand. Now, when I'm actually creating like my product before I actually sell on Amazon.com.au, I like to look at some of the top brands in the industry. So for example, let's say you want to sell bamboo sheets, then what you'd do is go to Google and maybe type in, bamboo sheets. And then you can look at some of the top brands, like for example, Attitude, they sell bamboo sheets as well, Bamboo Sheets Australia. And generally what I like to do is I want to see what is actually selling, because you don't really want to invest into something without, doing your due diligence. You want to make sure that you do all the research that you can so that basically you don't lose any money, right? So for example, Attitude, and what you can actually do is you can download a tool called Ali Hunter. Now, this tool used to be free. Now it's around, if you get the lowest plan, it's around like, I think $10 per month or something like that. Okay, so as you can see, it basically tracks the sales and see how much sales it's made. So on March the 17th, it made around 18,000 in revenue, and this is around 80% accurate. And you can see, what variation is selling, what color is like the top selling colors, what type of product is selling. So this is really important, because when you're sourcing your product, you probably have limited capital and you want to make the right decision, right? So you want to see, what are people's favorite colors and things like that. So it's a really, really handy tool to actually have. So basically, if we navigate to the website over here, so this actually only works if they're using the Shopify platform. Click on live orders and you can start tracking, and you can track the sales like that. You can also use the sales tracking option over here, which basically tracks the sales for 3 days. This one over here, it's going to track the live sales and you have to calculate that yourself. But the sales tracking thing over here, it's basically going to track it over 3 days. So it's going to give you the revenue numbers as well. So you can check it out. And so it doesn't actually work for other platforms which aren't using the Shopify platform. So this is another one. And you want to do your research here and see if you can create, like a product which is similar quality to the top brands and list it on Amazon, and you're going to do really, really well. So that's basically how I launched my products, and that's it. So if you have any questions, then drop it in the comment section below. I know this was kind of like a fast video, but there are also other methods of doing product research. This is just like one of them, but I didn't really want to make it too long. So thank you guys, and see you guys in the next video.